Anyway, so I hired this company,
and we ain't going anywhere.
I just had the whole house painted. I was in the middle of renovating, and I was starting to actually move in. So let me tell you what happened. Every day I went home, and I bought the guys food. I don't have to do that. I did it because I understand how business goes, and I wanted them to be comfortable. I had a Folgers coffee jar. It was full of change. Now, my change jar is probably a little different than everybody else's. Anything that's less than a $20 bill goes in my change jar. And that's how I save whatever through the week. So my change jar's probably got $4 grand in it, right?
Same change jar as you, man.
Right.
Go home after with the money.
Whatever.
Less than 20s.
It goes in there. And it's a great way to save. It really is, because it adds up a lot of money.
Okay.
So I probably had $4 grand there now. And it was full, right? I had to go through it. Put it in my closet. Guess what? Came up missing. There's strike one. My money was gone. I wouldn't have cared if it was $1. Somebody stole from me. That's not right.
100%.
So here's the other problem. I walk in, they're all done. I find dirty handprints all over my walls. You know how when you go to take trim off of a wall, you should score the top with a razor blade because of old caulk? Well, they didn't do that. They pulled the trim off, which caused A, broken trim, and B, drywall to pull up.
Yeah.
Then they just painted over it. They fucked my house up. They did. They fucked us close.
Yeah.
So here I am paying somebody $17,000 and they do a shit job and they steal from me. My house is damaged. I have like $6 grand in damage to my home. I just had the house painted. It cost me $13,000, I think. I called my buddy. He came there. He was like, "What the fuck?" He was bad. I was fucking furious, man. So anyway, I call Kevin.
Yeah.
I think he'll take care of us. I call Kevin. I go, "Hey, Kevin, man, I got some problems, yada yada." Kevin says, "Who is this?" I was like, "Now I got to be honest with you. When he said, 'Who is this?' I was really uncomfortable because I thought we were good." I said, "It's Levi, man, your customer." He goes, "Oh, yeah. What's up, man?" And I said, "I got some issues." He goes, "You need to call production." And he hung up on me. And it's straight, and he did. It's a true story. He fucking hung up on me. Now, I'm here to tell you that being in the trades, I can understand a sales guy saying, "Hey, call production if they're not in that department." That's fine with me, but he could have at least said that a little bit differently. Whatever, but that's fine. So anyway, I called production. I said, "Hey, this is what's going on, yada, yada, yada." They said to me, "Sir, if you look over your fine print, we are not responsible for any wall damage." And I said, "Are you out of your mind?" So then I said, and by the way, I forgot to tell you this, I paid them up front, all of it, true story. He asked for all of it up front, I said, "Here."
Yeah.
So anyway, a manager on the phone. I said to the manager, "Listen, man, I own Rock Solid. If any of my crews ever did something like this, I'd have my foot so far up their fucking ass it would come right out of their mouth. Like, this is not how you take care of somebody. You just caused a lot of damage to my house and there's money missing." They said, "You have no proof that we stole the money." I said, "You were the only people in the house. Keep the money." I was like, "Just fix my house. That's all I want. Just fix it." They offered me a $250 Visa gift card. I laughed on the phone. I laughed at the guy and said, "Fuck you, come fix my house." I was pissed. Anyway, finally I get this manager on the phone that knows who I am. So he says, "Leo, I want to take care of you. We apologize. We're going to give you this Visa gift card." I said, "I don't want your Visa gift card. Just come fix my house." He's like, "Oh, we'll do both." I said, "I don't want both. Just fix my house. That's all I wanted." He said, "All right, we'll be there Saturday." Saturday came around. Guess what happened?
They didn't come?
They didn't come. Monday morning, I called. I talked to Sean. I said, "Sean, nobody showed up here, man. I'm trying to move my house. You guys are causing me problems." He said, "Levi, I can't believe it. I can't." What? Now, David, when I heard him say that, I knew he was lying.
Yeah.
Anyway, he promised me, guaranteed Saturday to be out of there. Guess what happened Saturday?
No one came.
No one came. Guess what happened Monday?
You called them again?
I called my painter back and I paid to have everything fixed in my house. True story.
Because you knew that one.
Because I was so fucking pissed off and I wanted to get in my house that I was like, "Fuck you, I'm done with you." Because that's the kind of guy that I am. I'm nice, I'm cool, but once I'm done, I'm done.
Yeah.
Guess what happened 3 months later?
Called you?
I got a random call from a number I didn't know. I picked up the phone. It was an installer. He said, "Levi." I said, "Yeah." He goes, "I'm supposed to come fix some trim at your house, paint?" I said, "That was fixed 3 months ago." He's like, "What? All right, well, okay, well, hey, I have a sheet here. Can you sign it saying that you're satisfied?" My reply was this, David. "Fuck your mother." Click, and I hung up. True story. All right, now, I don't always say it unless I know I can say it in front of a customer.
Yeah.
However, the point is, that did happen to me. All right? Now, I work in the trades. I know what it's like to have a bad contractor. That is my horror story. It happens to everybody, including me, and I'm a business owner of a roofing company, and it happened to me. So you have to be careful. So when someone says to me, would you buy the first person you meet? I say, yeah, absolutely. If I know I've got the right one. My problem with that guy was that he was the third person. I already called 2 more. They were both really, really busy. I was tired. I just landed on him, and he was referred by somebody. True story. Guess what? I shouldn't have done any of it. You know what I should have done, David? I should have went with the first guy. You know why I should have went with the first guy? Because the first guy, I knew he would have done a good job. I would have just had to wait 6 weeks. You want me to give you another horror story? Because I got more. Right? And I use all kinds of shit. I use that, and I tell people this story. If that's not enough, and they're still like, I'm like, oh, let's talk some more. I love talking. It's my favorite. Like, let's go. Don't worry about it. No, I'm not going to leave yet. That's silly. You're fucking crazy. You're crazy, crazy, crazy. We can talk about other stuff. We don't even have to talk about the price. Yeah, let's talk about more shit. Let me tell you something else. Let me give you another horror story. Not even a horror story. This is not a horror story. So I got my backyard redone. Okay, I have a pool area and I got papers and like I said, my house I bought was an older home and I needed to renovate the whole thing inside and outside. So when I decided it was time to do my pavers, another true story, I know a couple guys in the trades, but I don't know them great. So I just kind of started calling. Yeah. So the first guy that showed up to give me a bid got out of probably a 92 or a 93 Grand Prix, and he had probably an 8-year-old girl with him, and a little stained up pad of paper, and some sandals. And he didn't look very good to me. And that's the truth. Dude, I knew I wasn't fucking her. The second that I seen this guy, I'm like,
Yeah, you're like, right, fucking good.
I am not doing nothing with this guy, right? So, you really did. I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me, man. So anyway, this guy comes walking my backyard. He's like, yeah, all right. I'll get back to you like on Wednesday with the quote. I said, yeah, sure, no problem. I shook his hand, I left. I didn't even go over every detail with him. You know why? Because I knew I was gonna hire the guy.
Yeah.
Second guy came through. Showed up, he had a pickup truck, which was, huge improvement from the first guy. Came in my backyard. Yeah, it's more shit. Came in my backyard, he looked at everything, and he said, Levi, man, yeah, it's a big job. Yeah. I said, yeah, a lot of work. He said, you know what Soulier is? I said, yeah. Soulier, Stone Supply. It's a big company. I said, yeah, I know who they are. He goes, great. Do me a favor. I want you to go out to Soulier, and I want you to talk to this guy, Bruce, and tell him that you know me, and we'll work something out.
Really terrible. There's like an abandoned school behind it, like right across the street from it, and it's
really
like
weird. Why would you be
like
referring me to another company?
Did you
Sounds
reset,
kind of fishy, right? Third guy comes out.
Which one?
Comes out, he shows up,
I don't know, somebody had
looks
reset it, but
professional,
it wasn't cloned.
and he says, Levi,
I think.
I want to have my boss come out here because my boss knows you. And I said, oh, great. Now I'm excited because I know I'm going to get some extra attention, right? So the guy shows up, and I happen to know him. I haven't seen him in a long time, but I happen to know him. And he's like, Levi, I can't be here for 2 months. It's not true. I want him now, Dave. I ain't no patience.
I was just looking at them this morning.
I don't want fucking now, right? So I don't want to be treated like every customer in the world. Like a king when I buy, right? So he's like 2 months. I said, fuck you, man. I wait 2 months. I'm stuck right now for it. You're talking about an $80,000, $100,000 job, which isn't cheap, right? So I'm like, no, I want it now. I said, I got a couple of bids. I started trying to pull that bullshit. He looked at me and goes, true story. He looked at me and goes, you of all people know what happens if you hire a guy that can get it done tomorrow. And I was like, yeah, but I still want it done now. He goes, then you can get it done now and I'll fix it in 2 months. And now I'll just have you do it. Just hurry up.
Yeah.
But the point of that story is this.
That's a true fact, though.
Well, it is, and it's another good story. I'm sharing Levi's world with my
You
customer.
get personal with them, stuff you don't have to show.
Well, it's not only that, but I'm also telling them that I am just like you. I'm buying too.
Yeah.
I don't know too. I get kids. I gotta eat too. Like everything, right? I'm sharing my fucking world with them. But not only that, I'm sharing another story where even a guy like me that's in sales, a guy like me that's in construction, when I'm excited, I can forget the details. And the details are everything. It's the same thing I'm going to tell my sales guys. I'm going to say this to my customers. It's the same thing I'm going to teach my sales guys. I'm going to teach my sales guys the details are everything. You know why I teach them that? So they can be the best sales guys. So that when they do walk in and they're the first one, they've got a good fighting chance. Everything that I just said still went right back to being the first one. And I spent, 20 minutes on it? Yeah. So, I mean, and I can spend an hour on it if I need to. Because now I'm going to be like, so, I know that you were trying to get bids, and I understand it, but also understand that you are gonna get a tremendous deal from me if we can get this thing done today, and you've already got
It's a whole abandoned
the
school
number
with
2
that.
platinum
It's like all
contractor in
boarded
the
out,
state.
like,
The only way you're getting number 1 is if you go buy something in Traverse City, and they ain't gonna come with it.
the windows out.
You're golden. You really are. So, back to our
Really
price
bad
over
window.
here. Let's get this thing done today. What's it gonna take? Let's get this thing done today. And if they're still
It's like,
here
look
and
at that
hawing
school,
about
it's
it,
just like,
I'm gonna talk to them about something else. Now when they're hee hawing, I'm like, well, I've enjoyed our time together. Can I teach you about seconds? I've enjoyed our time together. Can I teach you about what happens when you're going out car shopping
I
and
just wanna know why their names are all.
we got some more time together. I'm not trying to
just don't
put,
want-
I say
What
two
happened
things
on the
over and over
previous
again in my pitch. Over and fucking over again. 2 big
Why did
factors
they
for me.
get all our other
I am a
restaurants
fact
now?
guy. I say that
Oh,
over and
so
over
we're
again.
gonna
have
I'm a
another
fucking
appointment?
fact guy. Because all
Oh,
I'm
so
doing
there's
is saying,
different
trust
property
me,
that you're
trust
doing
me,
this in the
trust
other
me.
one.
I'm giving you reason why you should trust me.
Is it come
Right?
back from the league?
And the other thing I'm gonna say over and over again is, shit, I lost my train of thought.
I don't know.
I'm not trying to pressure you.
Not
I
trying
would
to pressure
confirm
you.
everything else first.
Exactly right.
Put it that way.
Listen,
Okay.
I don't wanna pressure you, I
Just,
don't
yeah,
wanna come
that's-
across that way,
I
so
don't know,
please
I-
don't think I,
There's
there's a difference
all
between me
these
saying it
small
like
classes
that
are already, like, booked up for
and me
12.
going, not trying to
For
pressure you.
I'm trying to push them.
Not trying to pressure you.
Okay, even with the guys, I got
So it's a
5.
big help.
Right?
And
Little Anthony, perfect example.
Yeah,
I'm
so
not
try
trying to
push out
pressure
the
on,
12s,
get right in the face. Yeah, you are.
Up till 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, you fucking are.
Okay, because I think I already have 5.
Say it, tell me you're not trying to put
I'll do
pressure on me.
that.
Go ahead.
We got 5, 6, and 5.
Okay?
Sure.
This
That's
morning,
alright.
I think I had 5 or 6. The
It put-
3, the
There's
3 o'clock,
so
I think I had 5 or
much
6.
there.
Yeah.
I do have to make sure.
2 of them that I know they're gonna call me back.
I don't. Listen, like I said earlier, we're a blessed company. We do a lot of roofs. We do a lot of siding. We really are blessed we were, but we've worked very hard to get where we are. So I know this kind of sounds weird. It's not like I don't want a job. Of course we do. And we would welcome your family. I appreciate the business. But if we don't get it, we're okay. We're not like some of the guys who are coming here and they've started that for it. So
Yeah.
I hope that makes sense to you. I'm not trying to put any pressure on you. I'm just trying to make sure that you are good and educated. Because once I leave here, even if you don't use me, I want you to know that you can call me for advice. I want you to understand that. I want you to understand that no matter what, even if you don't use me today, you're going to use me tomorrow, another day. So I want you to know that once I leave here, you go, man, you know what, that David guy, man, he was a good guy, and maybe his price was too high, or maybe it's, I'm just going to wait till tomorrow, or whatever the case may be. Even if you're negotiating a contract with another contractor, I want you to know that you can call me up and ask me advice, and I will be glad to give it to you. Okay?
You're not.
No pressure.
You're not being a salesperson, even if you're getting
No.
nothing out of it, you're so willing to help them out, so it's like.
Dude, I say to every single fucking customer that I sit down with, if I know I'm not going to close it, and one of the last things I do before I get up from the table is say, I hope that I educated you. I hope that you really do believe that you can call me if you need anything at all. It's not all about the sell for me, because it's not. I want to know, once I leave here, you know that I did my job properly, and that you can call on me. And dude, honestly, not everyone, but 9 out of 10 of those customers, I see the look in their eye, and I know that they know that I am being sincere, I'm being caring, and they appreciate it. And I've had those people call me and ask me all kinds of questions. And every time they do, I fucking answer them. Dude, I've had some of them that have been annoying, that have called me 8 or 9 times after that, asking me stupid shit, and I'm like, this guy's gotta eventually go with me. Never did. But man, he asked me all kinds of stuff. But you know what? I guarantee when that guy's at work and he's talking to whoever one day, he's gonna be like, dude, I went with this company because they were cheaper, honestly, and it worked out fine. But man, I called the other guy from Rock Solid like 30 times, and he answered every one of my questions to a fucking T. I mean, dude, I've jumped over backwards for customers and haven't got a deal.
Yeah.
I had this one customer in Chesterfield. I went to this guy's house like 7 fucking times, dude.
Yeah.
I had to take like 8 different color shingles out there, and then 8 different ones again, right? And he kept calling me and going, all right, can you bring this out now then? So then I had to bring out 4 shingles at a time and put them on his roof. So I was roofing on top of his roof, dude. I was sweating my ass off. It was fucking insane. I had a truck full of shingles.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, man, we're gotta be done now, right? Dude, I get down, he goes, I like the summer harvest. I go, the summer harvest is the one you should do. It's awesome, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, I like summer harvest. I'm like, we should definitely do it. I was like, keep leaning towards summer harvest. He goes, I'd like to see him with the black. I didn't have black with me, so he didn't ask for it. He asked for I'm like, I don't have black, man. And he's like, yeah, I'd really like to see it. And he's like, could you make them a little bigger? And I said, yeah, sure. This is after like the 6th time I've been out there, right? David, man, I want to fuck. This is by far the worst I've ever had. I said, you gotta be fucking kidding me. This went on for like 6 months, right? And I worked him so hard because now it's personal. Now I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck you, dude. You've used and abused me so much, right? Dude, forever. Do you know how much I sold that job for? 0. I never got it. It went into the 2nd year, and I was still taking shingle colors on his fucking house. I fucking gave up, dude. The last time I went out there, I'm not even kidding, it was next spring, dude, he called me again. The last time I went out there, I took like literally 6 or 8 shingles. It was like 7 shingles a piece. It was big areas. I lined them all up. It took me like 45 fucking minutes. The guy comes outside, looks at it all, he goes, I still like the summer harvest. I go, that's what you said last year, man. I said, why don't we get this thing done? He's like, I go, I gotta be honest with you. I was like, my prices are gonna go up. I was like, I've been out here a lot. I was like, he goes, give me a week to think about it. I never called him again. I was done. I was like, I'm
Never called
fucking
you
done,
back.
dude. You're a fucking weirdo. Never called him again. Never nothing, dude. And listen, when I walked into this guy's house, I don't fucking know, dude. When I walked to this guy's house too, he had a shingle called shit, what's it called?
Nice fucking job, brother.
Good job.
2 in a row.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking row.
What the fuck is it called?
About
It's
to be
called
3 in a row.
I don't remember the name of it, but it's a discontinued product, and we'll just say it's called, shingle, whatever. Horizon. It's called a fucking Horizon. It's a discontinued shingle. I know my shingles, dude. I know my fucking craft, right? So I get to his house, first bid ever. I look at his roof. I go, oh man, you got a Horizon. And he's like, how'd you know that? I said, I know what I'm doing. They've made the shingle 20 years.
Yeah.
So I get up there, I look at it all. I was like, man, if there's just one shingle, that's an insurance company pay for it all because it's discontinued. I fucking schooled him on exactly how Horizons were made for like 30 minutes. He had a Harley in his garage. We talked about his Harley for 2 fucking hours.
yeah, that's
Dave, do you remember this fucking guy? I hated this mother. I didn't hate him. I loved him, but he never fucking bit.
What was his name?
I don't remember. I want to find it now and call him. Be like, hey man,
Summer
do you want me to bring
harvest.
75 single samples to your house?
Can I go pick those up? I got a shed to do.
Dude, there's no fucking way this would ever happen again. I don't know. Maybe the guy was just. His wife did say to me one day, she's like, he did this last thing about a roof. Like, he's just so weird about his colors and shit. I'm just like, dude, you're fucking killing me, Smalls.
Yeah.
It wasn't about the price. I could have been like, hey, I'll do it for $5. He would have been like, okay, can you bring out Summer Harvest in green with stripes? I don't have green with stripes. Can you find someone that does? No. Can you give me some Horizons? They discontinued them 20 years ago. You can find them on eBay.
Well, you know how to make them, so
Jesus.
can't you just want to go?
Fuck! Yeah. Guy, you're killing me. Yeah.
As far as I just get about some
So
of the
that's
questions
the
I want to ask.
insulation
Uh-huh.
from
But
the
where's,
design.
I'm thinking maybe not for office, do
Pull
we have
out,
like a rock solid
let
background?
me-
Anything that would, like a drop cloth with
Give
rock
me
solid
one.
logo on it?
No, we order one.
You're not a guy that does all this, like
Well, you, I mean, you could just order a green screen screen and then you have any backdrop you want.
Yeah, I can do that if you want.
That could be rock solid and it could be anything.
Do you know how to use those?
Nope, never done it, but I can learn.
to learn.
I'll learn today.
I'm gonna try learning how to animate a logo. With that, like, something.
You're gonna try doing it?
I'm gonna try learning. how to
With
do
the
it.
Illustrator?
I don't know, I messaged some kid that does his own, so.
Try YouTube. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what I always do. Learn how to build websites on YouTube.
Hello?
That was good.
Good idea.
I could just make a backdrop look. Just put a bunch of these together, Dave. Stagger different colors all in Levi's office.
Yeah.
You could stagger those up. Can you call, I'm in the meeting, can you call me time to start like
Is
30
that one
minutes?
actually free? Was that one actually free?
So I just gave you a lot of info, and so we can talk. Yeah, give me a few minutes. So here's the biggest problem I have with me when I'm teaching people. I talk a lot, which is good, but the problem is I say so much that it's hard to fucking wrap your brain around all of it.
Yeah.
Which is my day as I'm teaching. But everything that I do go over, I can go over as many times as you want. I can have you go over as many times as you want to get better and better and better. It all is going to boil down to
What I do. with
you
the
have
information you
A
give me.
to Z, right? From the time that you open your car door to the time that you open your car door, it's
Yeah.
all A to Z.
Yep.
Okay? there's a portion here, 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 and here, and they all have to be crafted perfectly. There is a portion from you walking to your car to walking to their door that is important. The top sales guy is going to make more money than anybody else because he's going to figure out how to master his portions and how to put them into those sections. The thing is this, after you master those, they turn into this, and then they turn into this, and once they turn into this, in your crazy fucking brain, and you know it exactly to a T, front and back, you can rearrange them however the fuck you want to fit your customer. This is where a sales guy's really sore, okay? This is why Dave doesn't want me teaching people, because he says it's too advanced for people, blah, blah, blah. This came from years of experience, though.
Yeah.
And it comes from repetition. It's just like work out.
Chameleon thing, right?
It fucking is, man. And you're gonna do good with it.
Of course.
I know you will. It's just understanding that you can take this and put it over here as long as you don't ruin your own train of thought doing so.
Of course.
That's the hardest part.
As far as I know.
You move something
I'm
around.
kind of like the squirrel thing, man. I've been in a house and the dogs ran out because of a squirrel, and I'm like,
Squirrel!
what the hell just happened? They're like, the dog saw a squirrel. The dogs came back in. The squirrel came, and I was like,
Well, so this is the reason that Dave teaches you guys, ting, 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 don't move. It's supposed to be foolproof, right? It makes it so that you are robots. What I'm saying, and I get it, that it's a math game, number game, yada, yada, yada. Dude, you give me 10 leads against somebody else doing 10 leads against that, I'll crush them every fucking time. But you won't if you don't know how to do it.
of course.
That's the thing. So it's like the thing that we're teaching you here, it is crucial, it's important, and it's good. When I watched Anthony do his closing yesterday and just how the system worked, dude, he did it really good.
Yeah.
There was a couple of things that I would adjust slightly, but really, he was really smooth. Like, it was smooth, and I told Dave this morning, I said, no, it was excellent. If I was a consumer watching that, I would have been, like, impressed. Like, man, you're fucking really detailed on your roofing.
Yeah, he really does. He gets really into depth about it.
You need to copy that part of it.
I try to, yeah.
Yeah, because he's fucking really smooth at
I've
it,
taken
man.
a lot of
And
his,
he needs to copy your part, right? So,
of the company story.
just of the, well, of all of it, man. I mean, it'll get there. It's just, I don't want to get too much far off point, but I guess my point is though that you can take these, you can mix them up any which way. So when I sit down with a customer, I try to keep myself A to Z
Uh-huh.
as much as possible so I don't confuse myself, but sometimes I find myself mixing around for certain parts.
And all that stuff.
Yeah, I might tell a story about, I might tell a story about the carpet guys before I even go to my closing.
Yeah.
But I might have somebody that I've already figured out that I need to listen to. And they might have made comments. If somebody triggers me with something, I could go a different direction, right?
Yeah.
If I'm sitting with somebody and they're silently not saying shit, it's my game 100%. But if I'm like, yeah, blah, 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 and I'm in the middle of saying something like, yeah, I know, I had this contractor one time I hired, I was so pissed. I'm like, really? Let me tell you a story. I'm completely going off of where I was now. You want to talk about it? So do I. And I want to put more fear in you because you just gave me something. You just gave me a gift and you didn't even know it, right? I already had 3 bids. Really? You just gave me 3 gifts and you didn't even know it. I haven't had any gifts. Just gave me a gift.
Yeah.
Everything
Any
that
information.
customer says to me is a fucking tool for me to use. And if I'm a great sales guy, I will know how to do it every time. If I'm not even that not great, but just not enough experience with it, I won't.
Yeah.
That's where the lack comes from. That's
100%.
that's where you got to go. Okay, well, I got to know my stories. I got to know how to do all this, but I got to know how to use what, when I'm going to use it, where I'm going to use it. If you explain this, and you explain this, and you explain fucking this, and this, and this, and you explain all that shit, I don't give a fuck what part was in your pitch, your close, whatever. And now you're down at the very bottom, and you're getting ready to walk out of the house, and you're like, listen, we're not even making any money here. This is me doing this. This is where you can look at that person without being a dick, but just being sincere and being like, man, before I leave, I've explained to you about seconds and how dangerous this can actually be. I can't even do it as a platinum contractor. I'm telling you right now, no one's gonna tell you they're doing it, and they're everywhere in my industry. Detroit is like ridiculous for seconds. They're garbage. They ruin people's roofs.
Yeah.
I've explained, whatever the fuck there is. I've explained, anyway, I've explained all my different shit, but you can come back in. I've explained why I'm happy with being the first one in here. I've explained all this stuff, right? And this is where you really got to get sincere and give them a couple minutes and make them dwell on everything that you've been so educational about up to this point.
Yeah.
Like you know, you get ready to do a fucking test at school, and you fucking man, remember everything, and like the teacher gives you one more, and you're like, fuck, all that studying did pay off. I do remember what the fuck we were talking about. Or you go to the test, you think you're gonna bomb, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
It's the same shit.
Yeah.
You know, a good sales guy will keep his customer. A bad sales guy's gonna lose his customer. Cool.
Yeah.
Any questions about any of that?
No, I like this one.
Good. I'm gonna go take a piss.
If I can learn one new thing every day, then it's probably another weapon in my.
Oh fuck yeah.
That's it, man.
You know, just look in. The whole personal story thing too is great. Anthony explains like our financing, and then he talks about his mom being really bad with credit cards. One time the guy's just like, he didn't have to fucking tell me that, but he did. I fucking trust him. Like, yeah, man.
Yeah. No, making things personal, man, and
Oh,
using
100%.
third parties, and using like a different
Yeah.
customer to explain your point,
Yeah.
and put it in the eyes of the other customer, that shit goes a
100%.
huge, goes a long, long way on that stuff.
So yesterday,
It's not like you're telling them that this is what's
Yeah.
gotta be done, like, I had another customer that I saw last week, and this is what she felt, and this is what her experience was, and you're telling your
Yeah.
story through her, so it's not like you're trying to be sleazy or nothing.
So yesterday, that one that I went on for Eric, once I packed up everything, she looked at our logo again and she's like, I think my friend got her roof done by you guys.
Oh, no shit.
And I was like, what's her last name? I type it in, she got a roof from us, and then 3 months later they got siding.
Really?
Like, just to see her shake. Nick was actually the one that went out there. I'm like, you could see how happy she was with us. They got our roof done by us, and then 3 months later they got siding with us again.
That's awesome. So that should be a good one, huh?
Yeah, for sure, because I basically, when I did my discounting, they wanted siding on the roof, but the roof was the priority. So I'd do the roof, but then I'd also do the price of everything on the side. Like, hey, if you bundle it all together, you're still gonna save some more money. Even if you don't wanna do it, at least you have my price.
Fuck yeah. Dave, can you do me a favor?
Yes,
Can
I
you,
can.
he's got 2 deals that he wrote up, can you show him how to fill out an envelope? If you got a couple minutes before
Yeah.
your thing? And the commission sheet and shit?
Yeah, let me call Anthony really quick, because I got his check still. You need 2.
I need to get me one of those check things we talked about.
Oh, I've still been writing them to Dave every Thursday.
Did you get your check yesterday?
Me?
I have check this? No.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Ask and you
shit.
shall receive.
Right.
Sorry about that.
Hey, no big deal, man, that's awesome.
I saw you had my contract pulled up for the window. Are you doing that CIC?
The Kinch?
Yeah.
What was the CIC that was needed on it?
She's saying it was the thing with the association that we have to fill out.
Well, she just saw the sheet that you had turned in,
Yeah.
or whatever.
I don't think we need
that-
anything
I don't
else,
think
do
we need to either on it. I think she just saw it was unfilled out, and the only reason that you pretty much turned it in was to say, as long as the colors match,
Yeah.
you're good to go. But it said something about casements.
It says the color of the casement has to match. So what they have now is the window I explained before.
But you
where
didn't sell them casement.
uh-uh.
Is it a casement now?
They're not casements.
Okay.
It's like a 3-light slide, but the middle one opens.
Okay.
And then I came in and I'm like, he's like, everything has to be the same. And I was like, well, right now, everything's just split up into a third on your window. I'm like, ours will still be the same thing, we can split it up by a third. But instead of the middle one opening, the 2 outside ones open, and then they slide in and they seal up good.
Yeah.
He's like, that's what I fucking hate about these windows, is they don't seal. I'm like,
Fell right in
I'm
there.
like, exactly why they stopped making them.
Yep. Yeah. Okay, cool.
So you gonna put,
Alright, sorry.
yeah, the date you sold?
Alright, so we'll do yesterday's first.
Yes, sir.
And that was the 30th.
And post that one that you just sold.
Yeah.
Take a second and post it in that thread real quick. Did you get a picture of the sign or anything out front?
Okay, it's Mr. Miguel's, I got a picture of the building.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, post it out to everybody and get them all fired up in the morning.
Hell yeah.
I didn't have to call. That was crazy.
Those are my favorites.
Right.
be shaking and shit when you're writing the paperwork?
A little bit.
I remember my first couple deals, man.
Last night,
You know, am I doing it right?
I heard him say, okay, I want to go ahead and through with this. It's an awesome company, awesome guy, great warranty, and I told him what the other guy was, and he beat it right on the spot. Yeah, go ahead. Sure. And I'm like, in his office, because he went around the corner. I'm like, oh, got you.
He's got you on
Those
camera
are
and shit
restaurant?
going like that.
Yeah.
I'm all happy.
Would me and Nate
Dude, well,
sold
last night, man, you sounded awesome on the phone.
Yeah.
By the way, I mean, you came to the phone call. You were under control. You knew where you were trying to take it. You led me the whole time. I mean, I didn't have to like just pinpoint you a bunch of questions and shit. So no, that was awesome, man. You sounded real comfortable.
I knew what it was. It was those exhaust fans.
Mhm.
I knew that was the thing because it was kind of holding him back. Like he didn't know what to do with that and how to. And it was just like, if we can get this for you, if we can get a couple fans in here, you would do it now. And he's like,
So he's buying the fans though.
Yeah.
And then and you got that in the contract.
yeah, he's either
Customer's gonna buy the fans. And
yeah he's either gonna buy the fans and give us a receipt, or he's gonna tell us what fans and I'll go pick them up. Because he's got my cell phone number, and then we'll have a receipt for him either way.
Well, no, I wanted him to buy them because I don't know how much fans are. That's what I'm saying. He can buy a $3,000 fan.
Yeah.
I don't want to be on the hook for a $3,000 fan.
No.
He buys them. He has them there. I'm not reimbursing him for those.
Okay. I thought we were covering the fans.
We're gonna install them.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what kind of fan. You can buy a $20 fan. You can buy a $3,000 fan.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
if he goes and picks out a $3,000.
Yeah, he
fan,
showed me the fan. It's this little freaking
I
ceiling.
mean, if it's a
you
couple bucks, I don't, less than $100, I got no problem. But he could get crazy on it. So future, when you're getting into that, just say, hey man, just buy whatever you want, have it here.
It's like the tile guy.
But what I was gonna do, what I was telling you, give me a call afterwards or before you leave and stuff like that, because what I was gonna come back with, if he still said no, be like, hey man, look, you are my in to get into your condo association and maybe get your roof in the whole fucking complex. Let me do this. I wanna give you my employee pricing,
Yeah.
on this job. So that was my next step, and that's why I was saying, give me a call. I was already game planning that next drop and being like, I'll get on the fucking phone with him and go, dude, I want you to introduce me to your association so I can maybe do the roof. If not just to repair the whole fucking thing, so tell you what, I'm gonna give you my employee price and make this a no fucking brainer for you. And you're gonna get me in with your association president.
Right.
But we didn't have to go that